Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Crypto Takeover coming back with a Bitcoin video for you, going over the cryptocurrency markets, seeing what's going on inside of the news, inside of the crypto prediction charts, and much more. So we're going to start off with a little article today, go over some charts, probably Ethereum and also XRP. And then, yeah, we're just going to be chilling, talking. And if that sounds interesting, go ahead and stick around. Alright, if you are brand new to this channel, don't forget to subscribe. We pretty much make a Bitcoin and cryptocurrency video every single day on this channel, and I look forward to having y'all back with us each and every single day. And also, don't forget that we have our Patreon subscriber membership too as well. If you're interested in joining there, we'll talk a little bit more about that here in a minute once we go on into the charts. But let's take a look at the Cointelegraph article that we have here. So it says Paul Tudor Jones Bitcoin fractal hits a possible explosive BTC rally. A fractal from Paul Tudor Jones hits that Bitcoin price in an early stage long-term rally like gold was in the 1970s. Okay, so we're going over the comparison of gold and Bitcoin. So we'll actually take a look at Bitcoin and we'll take a look at gold as well too today on our charts and see what we can kind of reference here. Based on the fractal, Bitcoin is in an early phase of the prolonged rally that could allow BTC to experience exponential growth in the long term. And so here we have the gold prices, the Bitcoin prices, and a similar comparison of the 1977 bull rally, I guess, versus their bear market of 1975 and compared to now. So we're seeing some similarities based on this too as well. Bitcoin versus gold price fractal sources are Bloomberg. Bitcoin may be on the same trajectory as gold. There are two main reasons why Bitcoin could follow the macro trend gold saw from the 1970s. First, BTC has fixed supply that cannot expand, which makes it an attractive hedge against inflation. Second, BTC has the same qualities as a safe haven asset that gold has. In August 2020, the Winklevoss twins, billionaire Bitcoin investors behind the major U.S. cryptocurrency exchange Gemini, laid out a bull case for why BTC could rally to $500,000. In the thesis, they identified the qualities of Bitcoin that make it a valuable safe haven asset. The Winklevoss specifically emphasized that BTC is not subject to any potential supply shock, unlike gold, they wrote. Supply Bitcoin is not just a scarce commodity, it's the only known commodity in the universe that has a deterministic and fixed supply. As a result, Bitcoin is not subject to any potential positive supply shock that gold or any commodity for that matter may face in the future. So obviously, you know, there's only going to be 21 million, and that is pretty much it. Gold, you know, and other assets, sometimes they're talking about, well, we can go to an asteroid and go mine gold or something like that too. Due to the characteristic of Bitcoin, investors continuously make the argument that BTC makes a better safe haven asset than gold. This comparison between BTC and gold is what leads many to believe that Bitcoin is on the trajectory for long-term exponential growth. Xu Zhu, the CEO of Three Arrows Capital, one of the largest funds in the cryptocurrency space, said any continued dump in BTC would be extremely bullish, as it would reveal we are following the gold fractal from the 1970s, as per below by Paul Tudor Jones, a legendary macro investor who successfully used fractals to predict the 1980s stock market supercycle. There is also a massive gap between the valuation of Bitcoin and gold. Currently, gold's market cap is estimated to be 9 trillion. In comparison, Bitcoin's market cap is less than 4% of gold's valuation, which leaves a gap between the two assets. So obviously, you know, quite a big gap from 9 trillion to I believe we're still in the billions right now with Bitcoin too as well. We haven't quite hit 1 trillion, but I do believe that we are going to end up seeing that 1 trillion mark relatively soon. Investors say Bitcoin origins give it strength, give it string. Tyler Winklevoss, as noted as the anatomy of Bitcoin creator, is a major positive factor for the digital asset. He said that Bitcoin has evolved into 330 billion assets, and yet Satoshi Nakamoto, the creator behind it, remains anonymous. This only legitimizes the further strengthens the perception of Bitcoin as a proper store of value, he said. The fact that we don't know who Satoshi is yet, Bitcoin's market cap is 330 billion, is a testament to the fact that Bitcoin speaks for itself. Obviously, there's no need for a face when it comes to Bitcoin. It's pretty much just you know, basically the actions definitely speak louder than words when it comes to Bitcoin too as well. So folks, very interesting article here by Cointelegraph, but we're going to jump on over into the charts, see what we can find out. We're going to take a look at gold and also Bitcoin too as well, and maybe some other cryptocurrencies moving forward. So let's jump over into the charts and see what's going on today with Bitcoin. As you can see here, starting off on our 10-minute time frame, we're starting to see still money flows in a nice little projection to the upside. Taking a look at the 4-hour here, you know, after we had this nice little 18% sell-off or so, we continue sideways for just a little bit. A nice little Black Friday scoop up special here, and you can check out the previous videos where I said yeah, this looks like a great time to buy Bitcoin at a Black Friday special price. And so moving on into Cyber Monday, it doesn't look like those prices will be seen anymore as of right now. But you know, as we start to kind of move a trajectory to the upside here, we've kind of seen this play out before in Bitcoin too as well, where we get these kind of big dips to the downside and then we start to rise back up. And so this has happened quite often before too as well. You can see kind of in our fractals here how, you know, Bitcoin likes to take a little bit of a breather and then it just continues to go further up, especially during this bull market phase that we are currently in right now, you know. So taking a look at the 4-hour here, obviously our money flow has been kind of rounding off just a tad bit, but what we'd like to see is moving on into these higher time frames is that our money flow is still looking really strong here, based on our 6-hour time frame and such, and even going up higher, our money flow is still looking relatively strong. We're starting to see some nice momentum waves push us back to the upside here with Bitcoin too as well. And so I'm not really that scared with Bitcoin. You know, we're starting to see our first sign of some green Heikin-Ashi candles here on the 12-hour chart too as well. So this is leaving a nice bullish taste in my mouth too as of right now. I do believe here on the 12-hour we probably got a support line hit right at about the 50 EMA or so. So let's turn on the 50 and see what's happening. So nice support here by our 50. Yeah, it definitely looks like we had a nice little bounce there too as well on our 12-hour EMA, and it's starting to push back up above the 21 EMA too as well. Let's move on into our daily, see what's happening here. I wouldn't be surprised if we get a nice little green dot here. It does look like we are finding a nice bounce off of the 21 EMA as well. So definitely probably ready to come back up and retest 20K. And that's going to be really nice for Bitcoin. I'm super stoked about this. Obviously, we're going to be celebrating over here, and our Patreon members are going to be celebrating as well. But we took a position right at about, you know, down here when we started to consolidate. I posted a post in our Patreon page, and you know, then we started to ride this up to the top here. So I highly suggest that y'all come over there and check us out, and subscribe to our Patreon membership if you're interested in trading Bitcoin with us. And then also, don't forget, we use the market Cipher indicator. So if you're curious about what indicators these are on our page here on our trading view charts, then you can come over there and check us out. Market Cipher is the way to go. So sorry about that, having a few computer issues. So Market Cipher is definitely the way to go. I do believe that they are having, CryptoFace is having a special right now. So I would highly suggest that y'all come over here and sign up for Market Cipher if you're interested in joining. It's definitely the best indicator on the market as of right now. And I do believe that it'll be probably one of the indicators that you know, we're going to be continuing to use on this channel for a long time. We've been able to determine what assets are definitely the best to get into right now based off of this indicator. So check out Market Cipher. You'll get access to his Discord server, and then you get access to the three package indicator as well. And you can also become a reseller of Market Cipher. So whenever you click the link below, you're obviously already helping support the channel. And then you can just enter your own username here if you'd like to become a reseller of Market Cipher as well too. So come over here, check out Market Cipher. Love watching CryptoFace's channel. He's a great person inside of this space. He's done a lot for this channel too as well, and helped me out a lot too, growing inside of the crypto space. So definitely check out CryptoFace's channel if y'all are interested. I have links in the description box below. If y'all want to pick up his indicator, y'all can look in the links in the description box below too as well. So folks, let's go over to the dominance chart, just kind of see what's happening here. dominance chart, we're going to kind of zoom out here just a tad bit. It does look like on our daily we're starting to see a little bit of a recovery, possible bounce to the upside here. VWAP's starting to push more to the upside too as well. And then also noticing here on our daily too is that we started to have this nice money flow headed in the upwards direction. Momentum's giving us some nice trigger waves here, and now we're just clipping down just a tad bit, but our money flow is still looking really strong here on our daily. Even on our 2-day, it does look like our money flow is starting to move back into that greenish area. So I wouldn't get too bearish here on our dominance chart, but I would definitely say that we're probably going to find some consolidation. We'll probably have a bounce back up to the 21 EMA here or so, and continue our rally from there. So dominance chart still looking relatively strong for the most part. Let's go on over into the fiat market. So looking at the dollar index and kind of getting a reference just to see how the dollar's kind of looking, and how weak it's still looking too as well. We were in this kind of falling wedge pattern as of right here, and it does look like we are breaking below that. So definitely not a very good sign for the dollar as of right now. You can kind of see where we had this kind of trend line sitting here, and if we are to break below this, I do believe that we are going to be seeing probably some lower numbers for the dollar too as well. And it does look like we are trying to wick below that as of right now. You're seeing a nice little M pattern here to the downside, and our higher time frames such as our 3-day and such still look like they have a little bit further down to go before they see maybe a recovery. But our 3-day money flow is still pointing in that downwards direction there too as well. So this is going to give crypto a nice rise. Going on into the weekly chart, the dollar does not look healthy at all, to be honest. The money flow is still coming out down to the bottom side here too as well. So it does look like it's probably ready to continue to sell off, maybe dipping below this green support line here for us too as well, and that would probably push us back down into about the $88 or 88 cent area or so for the dollar. So folks, we're going to take a look at gold and then probably sign off from here. We might take a look at ETH or Ripple too as well. So wow, taking a look at gold, we broke bearish through our descending triangle here. So as you can see, I had a descending triangle kind of drawn out here, and it does look like we are starting to break bearish below that. I think I pointed this out on one of our videos a while back, but this definitely was a nice descending triangle set up here for us. And so what we're looking for is probably a few lower numbers in gold right now too as well, but this is just showing that Bitcoin is what a lot of people are going to be looking to as well. Let's take a 1-point extension just to see where we might be looking at with gold to the downside if we are to fulfill targets here at about 1600 for gold. But I think precious metals will have their rise going on into 2021. I do believe that Bitcoin will outperform these assets though as well, outperform gold and silver. But you can kind of see how we're kind of losing a little bit of money flow here when it comes to gold and silver, and people probably moving into Bitcoin, to be honest. But this definitely looks like some of the money's coming out of gold and silver, but our higher time frames are still looking relatively strong. So I do believe that going on into the rest of 2021, we'll start to see gold make a little bit of a recovery, and then we'll start to move back to the upside. But this would have been a nice little play for gold here. If you had watched some of my previous videos, you may have drawn these same lines out on your charts too as well. So let's take a look at ETH, and I think we'll kind of call it from there. So taking a look at Ethereum, I do believe that Ethereum was having a nice little bounce rally, but let's kind of see what's happening here. This is Ethereum on our daily. It does look like we are starting to get a little bit of a bounce here on our daily time frame after our sell-off, so starting to see our first sign of some green Heikin-Ashi candles too as well. Taking a look at the 12-hour, looking pretty similar to Bitcoin, to be honest. We're starting to push back up above the 21 EMA here on our 12-hour. We're starting to see our momentum waves also push back to the upside here too as well. I do believe that the Bitcoin chart dipped a little bit lower on the momentum wave, but this is still a nice rally for Ethereum to kind of move back to its previous high at about, possibly that $700 area or so. And I think that it'll also give Bitcoin the time to pass through 20K for the most part. So get ready for some exciting times probably heading on into December or the rest of December. I think that Bitcoin will be passing 20K by December, so we need to be ready for that. If you're curious in learning about what altcoins we're getting into, we have quite a few that we are dollar cost averaging into, but I have researched them up and down, and I believe that they are cryptocurrencies that will last, for the next few years, and that we are definitely going to be making a nice substantial profit off of too as well. So let's take a look at XRP, because I do believe that we were going to be looking at XRP. So taking a look at the XRP charts, let's see. Still looks like we have a little bit of consolidation that might happen with XRP as of right now, possibly seeing a little bit of a downwards turn here, but we did make our way back up above our 21 EMA on some of our mid time frames. So that's still a nice little bullish momentum to the upside. If we do get some retracement, I do believe that we could probably keep an eye on our 8-hour time frame or so. Let's take a look at our 10-hour, just see where we're at with our 21 EMA, what kind of lines up the best here with our 21 EMA. So I believe the 12-hour is probably going to be our best bet here. It does look like it's been holding nice support. It came back down to retest at 21 EMA and dipping back up above. So what we could probably expect is maybe our next support to stay in hold support above our 21 EMA. So if we dip down to 50 cents again or so, I do believe that we could probably find another bounce, and we could probably continue rising up from here. So probably not looking too bearish. Money flow here on our 12 hours still looking pretty insane for the most part. Taking a look at our daily money flow, still looking really good here and strong. I do believe that XRP is going to be making some higher highs too as well. Some of our higher time frames, we're probably going to start to see some red dots here pretty soon. So I do believe some consolidation out to the side for XRP, but even if we start to zoom out even more, momentum is still headed to the upside here. So I do believe that XRP's got some higher highs for it in the future, and we're thinking that XRP is going to surprise a lot of people going on into 2021 too as well. So definitely keep an eye out for that. But folks, just to go over some of the things that we offer here, we have our Patreon membership page. If you're interested in joining, you can join us on here. And I am running a new special as of right now. So if you subscribe at full price for 3 months, then you have the option to move down to our 35% off tier. Once you stay subscribed for 3 months, you can move yourself into that 35% off tier and just message me. But also we have our 10% off if you want to join for the whole year. So you can also do that too as well if you're interested. But yeah, come over here, check us out on our Patreon page. Like I said, we're getting into quite a few alts as of right now, but I've done a lot of research on these alts, and I do believe that they will be sticking around with us for a long time. So there's a lot of research that goes in behind to what I post here. It's not just that I'm looking at random charts. It's it's a lot of different things based on charts, fundamentals, and how we're dollar cost averaging into these markets too as well, such as Bitcoin, and also a lot of the altcoins too as well. I do believe that once Bitcoin passes its 20K mark, we're going to start to see these altcoins rally, and it's going to be game on from then, folks. So if you want to know what alts we're getting into, come over here and check us out, and then also how we're trading this market, how we're trading Bitcoin too as well. Then definitely come over here and become a Patreon member as well. And once you join, you'll get access to our Discord server, but you need to make sure that you send me your Discord username, so that way I can give you the Patreon member role, and that way you have access to our private categories on our Discord server. And then also, we're on our way to 3,000 subs. We're doing a $100 giveaway in one of our favorite altcoins if you are the winner. So make sure the only way to get signed up for that giveaway is to become a newsletter subscriber. So find the link in the description box below to become a newsletter subscriber. And then once we hit 3,000 subs, I'll do the drawing live, and I'll send you an email or a message on Discord too as well. Then also we have our Path to Cryptocurrency course. If you are brand new to cryptocurrency and you have no idea what I'm talking about on this page, but somehow you came across it because you were searching cryptocurrency or Bitcoin, then I would highly recommend that you take a beginner course. So I have a link in the description box below if you want to sign up for our beginner course. And then also you'll get access to a private category on Discord too once you become a member here, so that way you can chit chat with your friends and talk crypto with everyone on the Discord server too as well. So folks, I think that's going to do it. We also have our Telegram announcements page if you want to know when we post videos when we're running specials, then come over here, join our Telegram announcements page too as well. And without further ado, I think that's going to be pretty much it for today's video. So this was our comparison from gold and Bitcoin. It does look like Bitcoin will be outperforming gold for the most part too as well. But folks, that is about it for today. So stay safe, everyone. Have a good rest of your week, and we'll be posting videos. I'll see you on the next one. CTO signing out. Peace.